Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Weezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition, and I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. Can't believe it's already week 11 of the NFL season. We're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about your must-starts of the week and let you guys know the players that I think are great starts this week. That's what we're doing on today's show. It's week 11, like I said. We're just trying to get them last-minute questions answered, try to get your lineups prepared. We know all the major studs that you want in your lineups. We've all been playing fantasy football long enough. You're here on this channel to get those questions answered, to get those guys that you're not quite sure about, the ones that are a little bit further down the rankings, the bye-week replacements. So I'm here to let you know which guys are my favorite starts of the week. Not your obvious, not your Jamar Chases, not your Tyreek Hills, not your, top quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, but we're talking the other names here. So we're going to break those down. I'm going to jump right in, let you guys know exactly what I'm doing on my teams. Everything I give you, all the information I give you is exactly what I'm using to defeat my competition. I got my trophies in the background. You know we get it down over here. So without further ado, it's NFL Week 11. My name's Eric Sojash. Please subscribe to the channel. Just take a second. Join the army. We're going to smoke the competition in fantasy football this year. We got some bye weeks coming up. You got them on the screen there. Arizona Cardinals, big players. Carolina Panthers, Chuba Hubbard. New York Giants, some big players there in the running game and the passing game. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my quarterback, the Big Show. We're going to be without him, but I got some fantastic replacements for you. So let's go. It's week 11. Let's get this show started. All right, first things first, we're going to break down the lingo here, let you guys know exactly how things are discussed on Smoke the Competition. If I set a player up as a must start, that's an absolute smash. That's a must start. That's a top 12 play. Get him in your lineups. Don't think twice about it. If I say a player is a hero start, now that's more of your boom or bust. That's a player that I believe can exceed expectations or can bust. One of those players that you could take a swing on him, but he can sink you, or he can take you all the way to the championship. In terms of a floor start, now that's exactly how it sounds. It's a player that I believe has a very safe floor, but there's not a high ceiling. Some of those players that are going to get you, 6 to 8 points a week, get you them safe points. They won't completely bust, but they definitely won't blow up for you. And then a risky start is exactly what it sounds like. A player that's too risky to start, you put them in your lineups, they could cost you the W. You keep them in for too long, they can cost you the season. All right, let's talk about these players, the guys that are on my starts of the week. Some guys a little bit further down your ranking list in terms of the popularity. Guys I definitely want to plug in my lineups. I think they're going to boom this week. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He's taking on those Seattle Seahawks. That secondary is very leaky. I really like Purdy this week. He's an absolute must start. He's currently the 8th best quarterback in the NFL in half PPR formats and 6-point touchdown formats. In terms of running backs, Nick Chubb. Really like him coming back from his injury. Looks like he's finally going to be fully healthy, get the full slate of carries that he can handle, which I love this week against the New Orleans Saints. He's an absolute must start. He's going to climb up them running back position ranks faster than you can believe. At wide receiver, Quentin Johnson, back from his injury, he just keeps rolling. I like his end zone target share. I like his connection with Justin Herbert. He's going to be in a shootout, I believe, against the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football. Plug him in your lineups. I'm definitely doing it, taking that risk. I think he's a hero start, but he could absolutely boom more than bust this week. And then last but not least, I love TJ Hawkinson. He's back from his injury, hit the ground running. A lot of targets from Sam Darnold. Going against these Tennessee Titans, they're really good on the outside. L'Jarius Sneed is going to be giving problems to their outside receivers, so I definitely see Sam Darnold losing a lot of his TJ Hawkinson this week. Mr. Purdy, what can we say about Brock the Rock Purdy? Man, the kid's been fantastic since taking over this San Francisco offense. Him and his Avengers have been dominating defenses. Doesn't really matter what type of defense they go against. They know how to run the rock. They know how to throw the rock, especially with Christian McCaffrey in the lineup. He's back. He's fully healthy. They got the full slate of Avengers minus Brandon Ayuk there, but he's been replaced with Ricky Pearsall. You saw what he did last week, taking a 40-yard catch over the middle and taking it to the house. Kid has great hands and acceleration. I love this offense. Going against the Seattle Seahawks leaky defense and leaky secondary, I think they're going to absolutely cook. Get Brock Purdy in your lineups. Week 11, he is an absolute must start. I think he'll be a top 5 quarterback, no doubt. Next up, we got Nicholas Chubb, back from his injury, that devastating injury that cost him last season and parts of this season. He looks like he's fully healthy. The Cleveland Browns look like they're going to be leaning on him. I can see Jameis Winston dialing back some of those passes. They're actually looking to get some wins here, not just put up fantasy points for our teams. So I think Winston should be chilling, not just throwing it all over the place. And for him to do that, they're going to have to rely on the run game. Thankfully, they're going against the New Orleans Saints, one of the worst run defenses in all of the league right now. They also struggle on offense. So this game is set up perfectly for Nick Chubb to get a ton of carries, get some red zone carries. He should at least score 1 touchdown. He might even score 2. I think he's a top 12 running back this week. Absolute must start. Get him in your lineups. Next guy I want to break down is wide receiver of those Los Angeles Chargers. That's number 1. That's Q himself, Quentin Johnson. He's been picking it up lately since he's been back from injury. He started the season pretty hot too. Now, he doesn't get a ton of targets. He's not getting these 100-yard games and 10-catch games, but he is the red zone target for Justin Herbert. He's come through with touchdowns in a lot of his matchups. He's definitely scoring on a high clip. I think that'll continue on Sunday Night Football when they take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals have been really good against the run. You saw what they did against Derrick Henry not too long ago, but against the pass, they've been getting cooked. I think that's going to continue. Should be a high-scoring game. I love Q this week. He's a hero start for me. Boom bust player. I think he's more likely to boom. I got him in a couple of my lineups, and I'm feeling confident. Let's go, Q. Week 11, boom bust, hero start of the week. And rounding things out, we're looking at tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. That's TJ Hawkinson. I love him in this matchup against the Tennessee Titans. As I mentioned previously, those Titans are really good on the outside. They're going to be trying to clamp down that outside wide receivers, which is going to leave the middle a little bit more open. We saw what TJ did in his return last week. Got a ton of targets from Sam Darnold. I think that'll continue. I can see him having a 7 or 8 catch game here for 80 yards and potentially a touchdown. I think he's a top 5 tight end this week. Absolute stud play. Get him in your lineups. Week 11, TJ Hawkinson. He's my start of the week for tight end. He's an absolute must start. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following up with us in Season 2. So excited to get things rolling. Once again, follow our fantasy season. I'm going to give you guys an up-close and personal look. Give me your ideas. So let's stay interactive. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be interactive, responding to all your comments. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Give us a like, and you can give us a follow at Sojash Sports. Thank you, peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Weezy. The card 3, sensation, wait then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still.